Okay, hi everybody, this is Bonkai922. Now, before I get into this crazy fucking episode of Petty Dreadful, um, okay, after last night's, I'm gonna call it controversial, because it was definitely controversial, Game of Thrones episode, this is what I have to say. From what I was told continuously, by certain people who've read the books, I'm not dropping it. Oh, by the way, too, what? Anthony Smith? It's like, oh, you only have yourself to blame. No, we only have you to blame for being a douche. Sorry. But get off your high horse. Anyway, moving on. Oh, by the way, I'll probably be in Zoro's live stream later tonight. And we'll talk Game of Thrones. Okay. This episode of Penny Dreadful, episode 7, Little Scorpion. Now, after this episode, there are only... Fuck, there's only 3 left! No! 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 Luckily, there's another show coming on the woodworks. Detective. HBO. So I have that to look forward to. What I'm actually going to do is... Okay, this is how it's going to play out. When Penny Dreadful's finished, I will do a 3-episode review on True Detective Season 2. Now, let's do on this episode. Episode 7, Little Scorpion. This was crazy. We didn't get a lot of plot lines. We only got 2 plot lines. 2. One involving, obviously, Ethan and Vanessa. Now, pretty much... Well, before we get into that, let's talk about the beginning of the episode. The beginning, I gotta talk about Sam Bean. Malcolm's tendant, that guy with the markings on his cheek, Sam Bean. He was basically the end of the last episode with Ethan when he was changing. And I have to say, I love the quote he gave Ethan, when he was referring to Ethan and what he is. Saying how he basically said the leopard eats the monkey, and then the leopard becomes a leopard monkey, and then the crocodile eats the leopard, and then the crocodile is a crocodile leopard monkey. Like how one thing becomes another, becomes another, becomes another. And then he references this and saying to Ethan, the leopard, the monkey, the leopard, the crocodile, the wolf. Yo, that got me show. I was like, yo, that's crazy. Now, that's basically the opening scene. The rest of the episode, Vanessa's basically saying straight up to Malcolm that she can't stay here anymore. It's not safe. And, Malcolm's bewitched. So, yeah, get the hell out of there. He's bewitched. He's a fucking... I don't want to call Malcolm a tool, but yeah, he's a tool. He's been bewitched by, Madam Witch Bitch. So, yeah, get the hell out of there. So, but she does, before they leave, and basically, it's an agreement with Lyle and Dr. Frankenstein. Don't tell anyone. Don't tell us. Don't tell anyone. But she does tell someone. She tells Dr. Frankenstein. Tells her where they're going to go, and so on and so forth, supposedly. And gives them, like, this little envelope thing. And she basically states to him that where they're going, there might be something there they could use as a weapon against the things that are after them. Now, they obviously go to the Cutlife house, which, okay, makes sense. They're going somewhere that's probably logistically, I guess, the best place, give or take a few. Now, I found this interaction between Ethan and Vanessa very interesting because both of them are not normal. You have Vanessa, who is able to say Diablo language and is being hunted by witches who worship Satan. So you could say she's like a demonic thing, in a way, with her Diablo magic, Diablo language. And you have Ethan, who's, well, he's, ow! A wolf. So, what transpired here was very interesting because you had an instance where they're getting closer together, they're enjoying each other's company. Ethan's even showing her how to shoot. Ethan doesn't tell her about him, about what he is. So that doesn't come to fruition. But he does teach her how to shoot a gun. She already knows how to. It's not even a big deal. They do encounter that dumb motherfucker from last time. The asshole with the farm, the dogs, and had the whole townspeople burned the witch and brand Vanessa. Yeah, and he was such a douche. And okay, basically what transpires during this plot line with Vanessa and Ethan, they get really close to each other, and he tries to kiss her, and they kind of make out, and then she pushes him away, and she says, "We're dangerous." So she's like saying, "No, I can't. We're dangerous, me and you." So that leaves that stays in bed. Of course, Ethan does go outside with a full moon out, and he eats sheep. He attacks his sheep and eats it. That scene was sick. That scene was sick. And by the way, my brother, I have to talk about my brother for a second. I tell him about this show. He's like, "Oh, that's disgusting, Andrew." I'm thinking to myself, are you fucking kidding me? My brother watches Nightmare on Elm Street, Friday the 13th, Chainsaw Massacre, Saw, Chucky, all these horror movies. And he's calling Penny Dreadful disgusting and it's bloody? Get the fuck out of here. I want to get my brother on that show. I don't care how it takes. But anyway, moving on. Ethan basically kills the sheep. But then the other scene we have is later on, after they encounter this guy, Vanessa is talking to Ethan about getting revenge. And he basically is telling her, "No, don't do it." And it's like, well, what's the point of that? And basically he brings up the fact that, the witch, she wouldn't want you to do that. And she's like saying about justice and everything. And basically, long and short of it, she uses the book that, I believe this was the same book that the cut wife told her about, the death book. And she basically using it like Diablo Badging and saying Diablo language. It was sick. Oh my god, it was sick. And basically what she ends up doing is she gets the guy's dogs, to attack him and kill him. And Ethan was there. He was going to kill the guy with his gun, but he didn't. And she did instead. And this confrontation he had with her when he returned, goat. This was the best scene, I think, in this episode. Then the other thing I have to talk about, basically saying to her, how it feels to take a life, and how, second time, third time, and so on and so forth, and saying that your soul can't be saved. And she basically looks at her and says, "Welcome to the night, Vanessa." Just that line, "Welcome to the night, Vanessa." I'm done. That line is amazing. It's fucking amazing. Now, the other plot line that happened in this episode. Oh my god. Okay, what's her name? She's the bride of Frankenstein. Veronica Croft. Posing as Dr. Frankenstein's cousin. She's going out with Dorian Gray. But here's the funny thing about her. I don't want to call her this. Kind of a slut. I'm sorry. I don't want to say that. But basically, okay, she's I mean, she didn't do anything with Dorian Gray. They just went out on a little date. So. And I mean, she's with Dr. Frankenstein. They have a little talk here and there, and he basically tells her, she tells him that she's going on a date with Dorian Gray, going out with Dorian Gray. So they go out, and they go to the wax museum that the creature is working at, and he sees them, and I'm like, yo, busted. So they get kind of busted. But then after he sends her home, she stops. And she goes into this building, which I don't know what it was. It looked like a pub, but it wasn't a pub. She randomly has sex with this old guy. And then you know what she does? She chokes him? She chokes the life out of him and kills him. Well, I was like, yo, this is insane. So, logistically, this plot line, the plot line of the creature, Dr. Frankenstein, and Croft, this is going to get huge repercussions. Huge, massive repercussions. And I already saw, like, the preview of, because there's only 3 more episodes. 3 more episodes. So, you realize, like, it's coming to a head. I took a look at that preview. Next 3. Everything is coming to a head. Creature's plotline with Croft as his bride and Dr. Frankenstein. The plotline with Ethan and the investigator that's after him. The thing with Vanessa. Even Dorian Gray's plotline comes to a head. So you've got 4 plotlines that go boom. So it's very interesting. And from this episode, I can gather is this. Vanessa, yeah, she's gone to the dark side pretty much. I mean, after doing that, I mean, you can't. I mean, and even Ethan was like saying how this is what you were doing with that old lady friend, killing babies and people. I think that was kind of low for Ethan to say because the fact of the matter is he doesn't know what they were doing. But overall, rating wise, I give this a 5 out of 5. Again. This series is ridiculous. It's so high impact. It's so amazing. Each episode has you on your edge. And the characters are so well developed. Don't watch Game of Thrones Season 5. Don't watch Penny Dreadful Season 2. That's a fact. But, yeah, 5 out of 5 for this one. 3 more episodes. I have no idea what's going to go down. It looks to me like you can safely say that. Here's the thing about Ethan's plotline with this investigator. Okay, let's say he does know that Ethan is a werewolf. Okay, listen, guy, what are you going to do about it? He's a werewolf. Okay, what do you want to do? Imprison him? Here comes the full moon. He breaks out of prison. The logical choice of this whole situation is that he's going to kill Ethan. That's a logical choice. No? I mean, it's the logical one. And the thing is, it's not even, he doesn't even control it, Ethan. Every time there's a full moon, he's got to get out of the way. So it's not under his control, and this guy is blaming Ethan for that. That's silly, but we'll see how that plotline transpires. Vanessa thing, oh man, I can only imagine. Everything's gonna just go fucking crazy, man. I don't know what the Dorian Gray plotline's because he's basically going out with this man woman, and I don't know where that leads. So, but 14 minutes in, this was a great episode. 5 out of 5. Bonkai 922. Go watch Penny Dreadful Season 2. I'm noticing like there's a lot more views coming in for the Penny Dreadful reviews. I'm liking it. Not a lot. Not a lot of people watching. But I'm getting some more people into it. more people coming out of the woodwork commenting, and I'm like, yeah, that's good shit. So yeah, I'm Bonkai 922. Yo, the next 3 episodes are gonna be insane. Ah. But next week is going to be True Detective. So I gotta figure something out. Man, you know what I'll do? I'll record. Yeah, I'll record True Detective. That's what I'll do. Season 2. I'll record the first 3 episodes, and then after that, I'll watch them. So, yeah. I'll see you guys later.